It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's time for Randomity with the Random Christian Show. Today is our 100th episode. The Random Christian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. The Advisor is a Facebook group composed of multi-talents such as actors, directors, artists, writers, and more. If you fall into this category, contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. Intro music is provided by The Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify and at deadcampers.com. Next week on The Random Christian Show is professional dancer, actress, model, and singer Jamie Mcpeak. With us, as always, if his internet starts to work, is Matt. My name is Andy, and now here's your host, a man so random, that's his last name too, Christian Random.
Well, what a coinky-dink!
Hey,
It is I, Random Christian, or Christian Random, something along those lines. And it is Andrew, my co-host. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
You're welcome.
And thank you out there. This is, yes, you heard it right, 100 episodes. Oh!
Hey-o.
And we are very excited, having a blast. Lots of good times, lots of good fun. We've got Mr. Brien Hamrick, our formal co-host, who decided he was too good for us and moved on to bigger and better things. But he's taken a moment out of his busy schedule to come hang out with us, talk with us on the 100th show. We have a few shout outs from past guests that have been on the show. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And we're just winging it. We're going to have fun. And, like Bill says.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard him.
We'll do it live.
There.
Okay.
This is Matt's.
Do it live.
This is
I'll
Matt's
write it
motto
and we'll
right
do
now.
it live.
Right, yeah.
Yes. We're doing it live. So, yeah. And at that point, you're supposed to. There. Yeah. Laugh track. That's right. Moving up. That's us. We're going number one. And by the way, we need to say thank you to the Associates channel, the Associate Productions channel. We are now officially affiliated with them. They are on Roku. So if you would, they're going to have a lot of great content. The actual premiere is on the 20th of this month, but you can check this out right now on that channel. It is Associates Productions channel on Roku. Make sure you get on there and check that out. And what else is going on? I'm so lost without Matt.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? It's just a little bit strange. Hello, Patsy Ann. Thanks for being here on our 100th.
Patsy Ann. Hello.
As a matter of fact, maybe we should show her a shout out, shouldn't we? Let's do that.
We have that technology. Let's all listen to the shout out.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hey there, this is Online Dating with Patsy blog and podcast. Congratulations to the Christian Random Show. Random Christian Show. I'm so excited for you. When you guys picked me to be on your show, I was so excited. I mean, I was beyond anything. And then when I was actually on it, you guys are my new best friends. I love you all. Your show is phenomenal. I try to see it every Tuesday if I'm not at the movies. But anyway, congratulations on your 100th episode. I know there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of more episodes, and I will catch all of them as they come out. Congratulations. I love you guys. Bye.
All right. Wow. That was impressive.
Thanks.
It's like we have somebody who knows what they're doing here.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that just a little crazy?
It's I'm not comfortable with it. It's throwing me off my game. I feel a little out of sorts. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Patsy Ann. And yes, we love you too, my lady. And I'm just really fired up. This has been a lot of fun. It's weird because I've kind of through the week trying to promote the show. I've been going back and I've been looking at how the show has evolved. And it is hello, Angel. Angel Vale, author, and she's also got a little shout out coming in here too. We've grown up so big and strong, and oh boy, I like to take my vitamins. Yeah, that's right, brother. Okay, it's about the prayers and the training and the vitamins. I do a horrible Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that isn't good. I would table that impression until you work on it just a little more. There you go. There you go. That's that sound effect tracks there.
Yeah, and it hurt about this bad. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
the old Wilhelm
that's right.
scream coming through.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So yes, so we've made it to 100 episodes, and we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us and being a part of the show. Even if you don't watch it live like we are doing right now, every Tuesday at 4:00, you can watch us on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or Twitter. And then you can join in the chat like Patsy Ann and Angel have and do. And we have a great time with it. And we love having you join in with us and being a part of the family. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe, review. That's very cool. Also want to say thank you so much to our good friends at Good Pods, the podcast site. They have really helped promote us and push us up there. Where we've been riding in the top 20 spots for indie comedy interviews. Man, it's been almost half a year now, I think.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and all the people around the world. I know we are huge in France, so apparently we're right next to Jerry Lewis. As into popularity. So, oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah. As we should
enjoy the things with the stuff on the webs of hitters and thou really not that great of a Jerry Lewis. My allergies, I'm sure you can hear, are just so kicking.
Yeah, blame the spring. We'll blame spring for your
for
your subpar impressions today.
Man, I could just go back to doing Homer Simpson. And,
there you go.
Yeah, it's a whole lot better there. No, it's not. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm so excited. There's so much I want to do and have fun with. And hey, guess who's not back on? Never mind. I thought Matt was on, but his signal just went. So
that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Hopefully Matt can join us for our 100th episode today.
Yes. Hey, Neil, thank you so much. Neil Getzlow, author and has his own podcast now called Unmasked. You might want to check him out. He is on podcast, Good Pods, and all the other major podcast sites, just like Andrew's Rum and Regrets.
That is very true.
Oh yes, which is how we found you, and actually,
that's right.
we interviewed you, and you just kind of became a staple, and we're like, Brian's gone, we need you. So
yeah, I did my best Corey Hall, and I just bombed the chat until you invited me in. So,
which Corey, I actually asked. I said, "Hey, man," because he's got the link to the show. I said, "Is there any way you're going to be able to join in?" He's like, "I am working hardcore right now."
Yeah.
So, he said he might be able to join towards the end of the show.
We did get his shout out though. So.
Oh, right on. Well, there we go. And well, you know what? Since we've made it to 200 shows. Or 100. I'm jumping ahead.
That's correct. Yeah.
100, not just two. Two will be eventually here. And Trish Black is here. Thank you, Trish. Welcome to the show.
Hey yo.
So we've done a little special top 12 list, and just trying to pull all that up right now. And let's see. So I hit the wrong.
Hey, well, no, that's all right. That works.
There's the intro music to our top 12. It just doesn't get old, does it? Nope. Total incompetence. So we took a little time and made a little top 12 list about the reasons why it took us so long to get to 100 episodes, because it's taken a little bit. I mean,
it was
2.5 years.
It was a road traveled.
In the show, road well traveled.
Yeah.
And a little bumpy at times, I'm not gonna lie. So that being said, we have this list, and it took us about 13 minutes to put together. So just kind of goes along with how the show rolls. And so Andrew, I thought it would be fitting if you went ahead and started us off with number 12 there.
So the 12th reason why it took us so long to get to 100 episodes, I guess we should have taken that left at Albuquerque, huh?
Yay! And again, there.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
But the music didn't stop. Oh my gosh.
And this goes right into number 11, as a matter of fact.
I was going to say, well, no better way to segue than the way I just introed it right there. Number 11 is the fact that my technical prowess is far from, well, anything beyond turning on a light switch correctly. I'm pretty lucky I have not burned down my own studio. So there's that.
There you go. Number 11. That was,
we're
that was
pretty
good.
happy about that.
Yeah.
Now it works. Of
Hey.
course, on mine.
Right.
So, yep. So we're out of Albuquerque and power's still working. Internet's working except for Matt. So,
well, yeah, for Matt.
Yeah. So number 10.
Number 10. Remember that one show we forgot to press record on? There you go. That's one that we should have,
That was that the one with Richard Dreyfuss?
I think it was.
Damn it.
Was. Yeah, when you were in the shower.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to make sure I looked my best, and apparently that did not work well. Matt's joining me on the
and Angel, those sounds are labeled. They are very labeled.
Hey, Joel Carroll.
Christian. Joel Carroll. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Joel. Author Joel Carroll, a good friend of the show. Yes, they are very clearly labeled, and they just don't always seem to fire the way I need them to when I want them to. Okay, so number 9, we found that we found what turned out to be a Baby Ruth bar in the studio here, and had to have the whole place sterilized. We then later divided it up for snacks. Sure, here's your problem right here. I'm just saying, it's nothing big. Come on, really? Then I got to go dolly for the caddy for the dolly llama there. So, or dolly for the caddy llama. Which way?
I got that going for me.
Yeah, that's right. Oogla googla, oogla googla. Number 8, top 12 reasons why it took us so long to even get through the top 12 list or 100 episodes.
Right. We decided not to count any podcast where Christian abused the "I'm Too Sexy" song on the soundboard.
Really? Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry.
Left it on there. I left it on there just for that one.
I was gonna say, it's still on here, and I've even said maybe we should take it off,
right?
Because I am too tempted to use it. Hey,
absolutely.
Matt's working. Matt's
what
Matt is here?
Hey,
for now.
Yeah. Hi, Matt.
I can only hope. My
Matt's
tooth didn't make it though.
He broke his tooth trying to get the internet to work. That is how hard Matt works.
Well worth it.
Matt had the hardest road to 100 episodes. He lost a tooth.
Hi, Patsy Ann. No, I went to the dentist this morning.
Did they not finish?
I fell asleep.
They
Right.
I was like,
started.
I gotta
Let's just
go.
say they started, and hopefully next week
Corey Hall.
I won't
Right.
have to go like this to talk to you guys. So anyway,
Oh man. Wow.
how's it going?
That's crazy.
I
Ouch.
could totally
No.
see Matt sitting in the dental chair, just going,
Yeah.
okay, no, you're doing it wrong. Get over here. That light needs to be this way. You've got 3 minutes. All right, this has been in here too long. You're taking a picture from the wrong angle. It
Yeah.
sounds like crap, by the way.
He gave the
Does
dentist a
that work?
time warning. He says, "Yeah, we've been doing this for an hour 10 already. So can we just finish? Can we wrap it up? Can we wrap it up, guys? Come on, we got to wrap it up.
Let's get this going. Let's get this going, people. Come on.
Yeah,
come on,
let's
come
go.
on,
Come on. Yeah.
You're starting to lose people's interest here.
Oh, dude, that was like 50 shows ago. Come on.
No, I meant my dentist.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, no, that explains your dentist's drinking problem. So,
Yeah.
all right. So number 7, top 12 reasons why it took us so long to get through the top 12 list and 100 shows. We tried to do a multiverse show, but that put a tear in the space-time continuum, and we ended up in a loop, repeating the show for a few weeks. So number 7, top 12 reasons why we can't even get through the top 12 and the 100 shows. We tried to do a multiverse show, but that put us in a tear in the space and the time continuum, and we ended up in a loop, repeating the show for a few weeks. Dude, how many times should I do this?
I was going to give you one more. Before I tell you.
Comedy threes, man.
All right. Yep.
Oh wait, no, that should be me in the background typing comedy threes. Come
Right.
on,
Yep.
three
Yep.
times.
Third time.
And
well.
Patsy, I have to say, I am looking for your email address. It's somewhere in here, and I will shoot you up an email while we are on air today.
Matt is going to send it by pigeon.
Right.
Because
Carrier pigeon.
Matt has he doesn't trust the internet at all.
No.
And for good reason. Matt has a failing internet. So yes, be looking for a very exhausted pigeon heading your way. So number 6, top 12 reasons why we took so long to get to 100 shows.
So if someone presses play on a podcast and nobody hears it, does it still count?
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
if a tree falls in the forest and no one hears it, does it make a sound?
Does it?
I don't know. So
If you fart in a bathroom with nobody in there, does it really stink?
there are 100 questions we could ask.
I know. And we're
are.
starting to get stuck in that multiverse question again. So,
right. Yeah.
well, and this one is very pertinent to today's show. Number 5, we use Spectrum for our internet. Ask Matt about it.
Eh,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And Matt's frozen again.
oh my lord, it's
Matt has become the Han Solo of the show and
2
is
o'clock.
frozen in kryptonite. So
2
Right.
o'clock Pacific time.
Yeah.
Without fail.
every time 2:00.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
These
number
glasses
4.
don't work either.
Well, this is our 100th show. During Christian SIP surgery, we actually had him replaced with a sentient AI robot that looks and acts exactly like him. So if you want to get technical, this is this Christian's 4th show.
No, it's not. I mean, hey, oh, hey, oh.
Christian robot reboot passcode Andy Alpha 6.
Hello, I'm using
There.
dial-up. Welcome
There
to
we
the
go.
show.
Perfect.
Neil Gutslow. All right, number 3.
Clear it. Clear the throat for this one.
Take a little sip of coffee for the number 3 reason why it's taken us so long to get to 100 episodes. I got lost in a grumpy old man rant and got so into character, I moved into a retirement home. I staged a coup since we weren't allowing pudding cups after 5 p.m. I replaced the music with my Pandora ska punk station, and then I ruled there until my wife figured out what was going on and snapped me out of it. I am now under legal obligations to avoid my grumpy old man character. He will be reprised, though, at the next presidential election. Grumpy Man in 2024. Hey-o.
We're going to hold you to not using that for until the next election.
There is legal obligations.
Just so you know. Yeah.
Flibbity flab. That's what I say to that. Yeah.
Think of it as a
so not amused.
Think of it as an impression restraining order. We are putting a restraining order on that impression. That impression is not allowed between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. every Tuesday.
Yes. And
one can only hope that's true.
There's good reason for that. I know. Sorry, Matt. All right, we're getting to it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, settle down. Number two reason why took us so long to get to 100. Why not? Yeah. Go ahead. Number two.
That was such an awesome lead into that one. Thank you so much. Looking back at our library shows, it seems that any show that has an extended discussion around a certain film set in space may have mysteriously disappeared off the books. Coincidence?
Welcome to my evil lair.
They were actually my evil henchmen. Those shows were actually rebroadcast in the new podcast, Matt and Andy Love Star Wars. And you can see that. You can listen to that on Good Pods.
On Good Pods. There we go. That's probably the #1 comedy interview show out there. So well done.
Taking the world by storm.
Boom. Boom.
As long as Matt's internet doesn't give out. Oh, but it's on at a later time. So there shouldn't be any.
It's not at 2 o'clock. It's fine.
Right. Yeah.
2 o'clock Central Pacific, 4 o'clock Central. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Where are we at? Where did we move to here?
Number 1.
And that's funny to everybody else.
Yeah. And so here we are. The #1 reason why it took so long to get to 100 episodes.
Well, there was a guy that had a story about a fish. Things got weird, and we needed and got a bigger show. Hey-o!
Hey-o!
And, a little there it is! With the countdown and everything right there. The top 12 reasons why it took us so long to get to 100 episodes and a long time Stormtroopers joke. Yes. Way to go, Corey. All right. Hey-o! It is the Random Christian Show. 100 episode. We are so glad to have you all along with us. Again, we do appreciate you all. And, like you see here, we've got the chat open. So if you are watching, if you are listening, join in and have some fun with us kids like Patsy Ann and Corey and Neil and who else was there? Oh, Angel and Trish. They're all out there too.
Should we play Corey's shout out right now?
You know what? I think that's a fabulous idea.
Okay, here we go. This is the shout out by the great Corey Hall.
Hey-o.
Hello and greetings from the guy that's always blowing up the chat on Tuesdays. Chris, Andy, Matt, you've done it. You hit triple digits. Who would have thought that this random and seemingly pointless show would have lasted this long? Nah, that was a bad joke. With this cast, this kind of crazy, this awesome show, it was bound to work. And it clearly did. People clearly enjoy the randomness that is the Random Christian Show. Congratulations on this landmark episode. Your future is bright. So said my fortune cookie at lunch today. Allow me to gift you with my fortune cookie fortune. But I need that back after this airs. I need that fortune like I need this show. You guys rock. Keep it up, but really, I need that fortune cookie strip back. I paid $13.99 for that at Panda Express today. Thanks. Appreciate it. Much love, guys.
I still do not get sick of that song ever. It just runs through my head.
We're going to hear it a lot today, too.
Yes. So Huck to Flat, Dead Campers. Thank you again, Donnie Champion and all the boys in the Dead Campers. They are dropping all sorts of new tracks all the time. So if you even like that song just a little bit, they do some great covers. They have this surf, ska, punk, bluesy kind of style that it's unmatched, and they are huge. So make sure you check them out. And they're also on SoundCloud. I forgot about that.
And Spotify.
And Spotify. Yes, of course. But, speaking of SoundCloud and Spotify and who's where and who's what, I get a little reminiscent sometimes. Think back to the days of when I was getting married and I had a best man that, I could get a hold of every now and then that, I could talk to for more than 30 seconds at a time. And he was great support during my wedding. And even though, he promised me a bus, nice, split window, 67 bus maybe or something. All I got was him showing up at my wedding. And there he is right there, Brien Hamrick. Hey.
Hey, there's your bus, Chris.
Yeah, I know. There it is right there.
That's the one sitting in my garage right now. I was thinking that maybe I should just go sit in it and do the podcast from inside of it, but I decided not to.
Oh my God, that would have been awesome.
Hey, I could still do it.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
No, this is perfect right there. And that's actually one of the buses that you were delivering to a customer, probably out in California, I'm assuming.
That's where, yes, up Sausalito area.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brien Hamrick.
Drive it out there.
Yes. Well, he's got the, that would be too much just to drive the whole thing out there. And then you got to hitchhike back.
Sarcastic. That would be a fun drive.
Yeah,
maybe I'm not being sarcastic enough with the missing tooth.
It really does. It changes the whole facial expression. Like you could be,
Should I paint in another one?
Just take a wad of paper and
right.
Get one of those, I don't know what's that brand of gum that comes in the little packs that's like little white squares. Just cut one up and stick it in there.
You mean something like
is that better? I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, chiclets.
Yeah,
a chiclet in there.
I think chiclets are kind of tiny though, aren't they?
So are teeth.
Yeah, my teeth weren't that huge. I mean, the gap's pretty big.
Well,
and I'm looking at it. It's hilarious looking. Oh my God, I got to stop looking.
Yeah,
right.
It gave your dentist something to do while you were directing them and telling them how horrible they're doing and running far behind. So
there's a better further back.
It's no further. Go into the other room. Oh, there's the cat. Now the cat's taken over. Great.
The thing to never do, hurry up your surgeon or your dentist, right?
Right. This is my
this is Matt in the dentist chair. All right.
This is me in the dentist chair. I'm gonna look at something a million miles away. I'm not gonna think about what's happening here. Last time I took headphones with me, I didn't this
Oh my
time.
God.
I used to
have use a false fingernail and glue it in.
I mean, that's one way,
There you go.
Yeah, I don't have.
I don't have a whole lot of false fingernails around the house.
Well, he does. That's the problem.
Oh, geez. All right.
Oh, he's cutting his toenail. Great.
There you go. No, this show's going to be what is the best tooth replacement for Matt.
See, Brien, you have not missed anything, have you?
No. Yeah.
No.
Hey, when you find a groove, you stick in it. Right?
Stick with it. You just go straight down the middle, baby.
Heyo.
Hey-o. No fear here. All right. So, Brien,
There we go.
how have you been, my friend?
You know, I've been I'm doing okay, but as you can tell, obviously extremely busy and just unbelievably overwhelmed. I'm I'm a typical guy where I can handle about one thing at a time, and and I've always got 10 or 15 going, and so I just let it all crush me down, and whichever one looks the shiniest, I pick it up and run with it. So it gets pretty crazy.
So now let's give a little recap for there's a lot of people out there that have not were not part of the show when you were with the show. So
Okay.
I started this over 2.5 years ago. Just me kind of ranting and raving, having fun, doing some little fun bits and stuff. And then reconnected with my friend Matthew there, who used to help me with my radio show back in the days when I was on the Central Coast. Anyway, we just happened to, I get what your wife found me, Matt, right? On Facebook or something?
Yeah, she's like, who's this Chris guy you keep talking about? I'm gonna hunt him down. Where was the last place you knew him? Her mistake, totally. Yeah, she found you. She found that you were doing your the voiceover work.
Yeah. Which is KJ Voice Works.
Yeah,
at gmail.com.
This fake tooth I got in here is not really sticking around too well. But yeah, she tracked you down. I sent you an email. You didn't respond, so I sent you a second email, and you responded to that one.
When you said, "Hey, big boy, how you doing?" I was a little concerned it wasn't really you and somebody just, stalking.
Do you need your penis enlarged?
Yeah, right. I was like, no, I've already had that done.
That's always a good icebreaker after a few years too, to come out of the gate with
how's your wiener doing, dude?
Right, that's good. No, it is.
No, actually, if he would have said that, I would have known right off the bat. Matt, oh my God.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
So, trust me, there was some old drunken conversations. Anyway, so then we were doing the show, and I actually had been talking with Brien. I'm like, hey man, you want to jump on the show with us? And so Brien, through possibly a huge mistake in his own personal decisions, decided to join the show. And Brien, I mean, and I do not say this in any negative way. So much about so many damn different things. I really don't think you sleep. And then, because seriously, it's like we would bring something up and you'd be like, oh yeah, I was just looking at that. And everyone's like, oh, well, of course you were. Mm-hmm. Well, how did you? Yeah. Besides rebuilding 3 cars and doing your work. Anyway. So yes. And, which I just absolutely love the fact that you just are a huge wealth of knowledge, and as he's multitasking right now. So anyway, Brien's job, the pandemic hit. Brien's job went the way of the dodo. And so Brien reinvented, well, not really reinvented. He just kind of took something he'd been doing and made it a gig, and it has blown up. Now what is the, I always screw it up, Brien. So go ahead and tell me exactly the name of your site again.
It's it's just currently the Facebook is the only thing that's really active, and it's USA Combi Connection.
Yes. Combi with a K.
That's Combi with a K.
Yes.
And I basically help people find predominantly vintage Volkswagens is kind of what I started with, vintage Volkswagen buses and such.
Right.
And then from there, we obviously discovered that Brazil did not. And just so you know, I'm about to get in my car, take my daughter to work. And
I was about to say, This is so Brien. I mean, ever since I know Brien, he has 10 different things going on at once and rocks every single one of them all the time. So, this I swear.
Anyway, so Anyway, so we started finding that there's a whole bunch of other vehicles that Brazil didn't stop making in the old school styles, such as Toyota Land Cruisers.
Oh no.
And we're about to lose Brien. Well, and there goes Brien.
Okay, there we go.
Oh nope, now he's back. Hold on.
Oh,
I think maybe it was just a glitch
there we
with
go.
There we go. Yeah, so I had to turn Wi-Fi off.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
It was searching for a Wi-Fi thing. It's too fancy for me. But anyway, so like a C10 truck, like just an old school truck, and old bugs, all that kind of stuff. And so we got together a bunch of people who can do restorations and paint and upholstery, and that's what we do now. Is we're a concierge finding, restoring, and importing service for people, and that's been going great for now almost the past year and a half or a little more.
Yep.
It was just a side hobby as a way for me to try and get myself a bus for my own needs and purposes, which actually still has not yet happened. But
I was gonna say still not there, but getting closer.
It's one of those things where I buy something. Ooh, I'm bad boy, running a red light here. Anyway, I actually do have one down there that's going to be the slow boat to Brazil kind of thing, restoration wise. So I do actually have a bus down there, just being slow fixed. But it's nothing in hand yet.
Yes. Well, hey,
it's dream type cars that they're always interested in trying to find and buy, and we've found a way to provide them for people for way less, because like the same thing, like a split window bus, German built, in the condition that I can deliver them in. Excuse me, I didn't have my sneeze button ready. But those things are typically exceeding $80,000 to $100,000 these days, and I can get something for somebody for 45 or 40 or 30, depending on level of restoration desire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. And for what and I know there's a lot of people out there that actually they're purists. They want the German built Volkswagens and stuff like that, but these Brazilian Volkswagens and buses and whatnot, they are just as good, if not better than what you find out here from Germany and whatnot, because they were built later on and they've got stronger. It's more recent, so it's not as corroded, and you don't have to do as much to rework them. Correct?
Well, it kind of depends. I mean, if we're talking about the really old ones, the old, double, the split window style buses, like the one behind me, those ones have definitely, been through the ringer. They've been driven for many years, 40, 50 years, just like the German ones of that model and style. And so those ones definitely need a lot more work, a lot more metal replacement and rust mitigation. But you can get a bay window bus like you would, like the last bay window bus from Germany was built in 1978. Brazil made the last bay window bus in 2013. So, so we can, so we can find, a 1995 bay window bus for like $6,000, and it almost needs nothing to be fixed.
Right. It's drivable great. As it is, ready to go.
Yeah.
So that's and that's huge. And a lot of these people, especially with the van life, #van life, things that are going on out nowadays, I can imagine this is just becoming a huge market.
Yeah, there's definitely some really good opportunity with all of it, and there's we're so busy right now. We've got probably 15 full restorations 6 to 8 mild restorations, and
Wow.
tons and tons of other people that are still just kind of looking for the right one. And then we've got a company that just reached out to us who they want to start doing electric conversions to them. And
yes.
they're looking at 50 to 100 buses a year. And
wow.
it's going to be kind of crazy. But they'll do all the electrical conversions here in the United States, so that they're compliant. Plus they're doing them out of California, and California has got just some insane rules and regulations for foreign imported cars, and they're kind of barring the foreign built cars. And we think that turning them to a full EV will actually bypass all that, because they'll allow it to go through with
it's not gonna have all those engine comparts and parts and all that. So yeah. Hey, and Brien is actually an astronaut. That's why he keeps shaking like this when he's talking, because he's breaking through the Earth's ozone
He's headed
layers.
to Mars as we speak.
Well,
colonize it with VW buses.
That's the crappy phone holder plugged into my once used CD socket in the car. So.
But Brien, I'm just saying, it's kind of like you have your own SpaceX, except it's in the shape of a bus, not a huge penis. So it's way better looking. Hey, we're gonna do another shout out real quick. We got some people that have been shouting out to us about 100 episodes. So let's do that real quick.
All right.
Andrew, hit me with another shout out here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tim McCarthy, host of the mental health and comedic podcast 20 Minutes. I am here to congratulate my boys, Christian and Andy, with the Random Christian Show on 100 episodes. Who would have thought? I did. Keep going, and I'll be back for episode 200. I love you guys. Stay random, and I love you.
Hey-yo.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. He's awesome. Timmy. Hey, and speaking of mental health awareness and depression and all that, our guest next week, Miss Jamie Mcpeak, she's a singer, actress for stage and film, dancer. She's a model, beautiful lady, and she does a beautiful job at raising awareness for depression and mental illness. So, hey, we got to let Timmy know about her. Maybe she can come on his show too.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
That would be a great. And his show is so fun. I love his show. Some of the people, I'm like, okay, dude. But no, he treats them great. And they have a great time. And it's just a quick 20-minute little boom. And it's a lot of fun. It's usually about depression and anxiety, and battling those things and balancing your life and work life with all that. So great show, 20 minutes. Check it out on Good Pods. It is on Good Pods as well. So now back to the show. We've got Mr. Brien Hamrick with us, my old co-host, who has moved on to bigger and better things on taking over the world through importing cars. Now, and I keep stressing on the VWs because I'm, obviously a huge VW. But you said now you've got the old Toyota Land Cruisers, right?
Yeah.
And which, I mean, I've shown that to a couple of people who are like, whoa, you can still get those. I mean, because those were, and they still are just insane for four-wheeling. I mean, they were such rock solid. Well, remember my friend John Matthias had one.
Yep. He had that really cool. Yep.
Oh my gosh. And beat the hell out him and Tom Vavi. And they beat the hell out of those things, and they just kept going. I mean, seriously.
My roommate in college had a 1964 zebra striped Toyota Land Cruiser that he modded. He could go 60 in reverse. He had 3 gears in reverse. And whenever Jack whenever Jack, and so we lived in this compact, we lived in Isla Vista, this compact town near Santa Barbara. And whenever he would drive down the street, his car was so loud that he set off all of the car alarms. So when I heard car alarms coming, I'm like, oh, Jack's coming home.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Well, and that's if you got the opportunity to do it, you do it,
Right. Yeah.
Which I mean, and there's these guys out here nowadays with their big diesel, big exhaust. They what do they do? They call it dumping or something, where they love to dump a bunch of smoke out. What's that?
They call it rolling coal.
Rolling coal. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And they just dump a big cloud of coal dust on people. And it's like, okay, whatever, if that really floats your boat. But I don't know. The old days of just having a loud rock and rolling car is great. So yeah, rolling coal. Corey Hull just confirmed with Brien at the same time. All right, so now but now it's not also just those Toyota, because those are like the Toyota Land Cruiser trucks too.
They got 4 body styles down there. That's the regular one that we know called the FJ40. They have a long body version of that's got a longer elongated wheelbase, more storage. And then they have a, just the crew cab style pickup. And then they also have a quad style, which is basically the FJ40 body on the front of a truck bed. So, think Jeep Gladiator, except for Toyota quality.
Yes.
So they have those. And there's a lot of weird, cool, fun cars down there that are, if just somebody's looking for something different, especially, in the American.
Man.
That they've got trucks that are just slightly different, or you can get yourself a there that's which would normally appear in an automatic would be 4 on the floor or 3 on the tree still. That's kind of a wild one. But there's just all this crazy stuff that can be found. Somebody trying to differentiate themselves in a situation of going into your local Cars and Coffee, and you just want something that people just stop in their tracks and go, whoa, what's that? That's the kind of thing that we love to find for people.
Yeah. Right. And you have, dude, I've seen some of the vehicles that you've brought back, and it was they are just amazing. They are you just sit there and it's like you'll send me one picture or something. I'll be like, gonna need a few more, dude. You got to show me something. and like he'll send me like 6 or 7 pictures. I just sit there, I just keep looking. I'm like, oh my gosh. And like I was showing them to my brother-in-law, and he was like, whoa, where's he getting that? I was like, yeah. It was like, no. We're both gonna get in trouble if that keeps going. All right, so we lost Brien while he's transferring. I think he's back out of the rocket and landed, and so he's heading back into the space center.
How's the Wi-Fi on the moon? Do we know?
The Wi-Fi is pretty good, actually.
Wi-Fi is pretty good on the moon. All right, okay.
It depends on which billion satellite it's bouncing off of.
Right.
Earth. Which, I mean, have you ever seen that? There's an actual site that you can go to, and it will show you all the satellites circling planet Earth, and I'm not sure how we see past them. There are so many.
And the thing is too, is how is that stuff not like classified? Why is there a website that I can go to see current satellite placements and how that works? Right. Like how has somebody not hacked those and taken over the world yet? Right.
See, in space, nobody can hear you scream.
Right. Well, that's true. And is that a little too conspiracy theory? It could be just a little bit. All right.
And speaking of conspiracy theories, have you ever seen the show White Collar?
I have not.
Oh, great show. You need to watch it because it was very funny because my daughter actually kind of alluded to this, and there's an FBI agent, there's a con artist, art thief that was just amazing at his job who ended up getting caught by this FBI guy, and he
Uh-huh.
has a little buddy called Mozzie that helps him, and he's helping the FBI capture criminals and things like that. But
Okay.
so basically I've kind of figured it out that I would be the FBI agent, you would be the art thief, and Matt is
Okay.
Mozzie. Matt is Mozzie. Mozzie is, like I said, the art thief's helper, and
Okay.
he is just phenomenal at what he does. But he has a theory on everything, and
Sure.
conspiracy theories left and right, and yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's quite fun, and it looks like yeah, Brian's back in the shack. I was gonna say let's do another
Yeah,
let's do
we'll do
another shout
another.
out real quick, and then we'll bring
another
Brian back in.
All right, here we go.
Hey.
What's up, everybody? This is Andy here from What's a Sandwich? I just want to wish the Random Christian Show a happy 100th episode. That is a crazy accomplishment. I love the show that you guys had me on where we talk sandwiches, and hope to do it again soon. So keep up the good work, keep eating sandwiches, and we'll be talking.
Hey, yeah,
There we
Andy
go.
Valdi, yes, with his show What's a Sandwich, which oh my gosh, even if you just go to his Instagram page, which is What's a Sandwich,
Yeah.
some of the food that he puts up there, you just oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. No, it's that's a hard that's a hard one to watch because you're like, I need that. I need that. I need
Yeah.
that. I
Oh,
need that.
dude.
Yeah.
And me and the wife are doing the diet thing and all that. And yes, Trish Black, yes, sandwiches, yes. Um, seriously, he's on Instagram, and just look up What's a Sandwich. It's it's amazing. Let's bring Brian back in here. There he is.
Hey.
I am back on stable internet and sitting in my desk.
back in control center.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so now, and like I said, Brian was at the beginning of this show, was part of the show, and then ended up having to go do his own thing thanks to the old pandemic, and became and is doing phenomenally well, I think. Am I wrong in saying that, or you doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going really well, and it's fun because I've kind of always been a little bit of a car guy, and
Yeah.
and it's been really cool to just be able to make both of those passions come together. It's great. So
Yeah.
Oh,
just
dude.
to be able to transfer what you always pictured as a fun hobby to have that you would never ever make money on, but then like to realize it like, no, I can have fun and make money. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
That's so incredible, man. That is very cool.
And your
Yeah.
wife, I mean, supporting you all the way. This is, I mean, she's just amazing because, and honestly, you make things happen, Brian, no matter what. You always have. And the fact that she got behind you, because there's a lot of wives, this would have put a huge, huge stress on a lot of marriages. But you just turned it around, went full steam, and took the rudder and said, "We're going, baby."
Well, we have to at least set the facts straight that she married into a stressful situation marrying me. So so this is probably not as bad as other things would have been or have been. But and I agree with you. It does take a lot of mutual respect to be able to make things happen. When you're trying to. You got all that kind of stuff. But so she and I just got back from a trip to Brazil, both purposefully for a work type trip, as well as, we got to sneak in some really cool pleasure things. We got to go, we got to go up to Rio de Janeiro. We got to go up to there's a city there called Aguas de Lindoya, which is it's a little town in this backwoods valley out in the middle of nowhere, and the whole town every year hosts this insane citywide car show. And
okay, yeah, I saw your pictures of that. Yes.
Yeah, and anyway, so we got to go to that for a couple of days. It's 4 days total, and I mean, it is astounding how incredibly cool the whole thing is. Just every imaginable make and model of car that you could completely and not even realize that Brazil would have had is there in all formats, and it was really cool. I saw you remember the old 300 TD Mercedes wagons?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
The old 80s era ones.
Yeah.
Well, this guy had one down there for sale that was like an old full tennis ball yellow, and I was like, oh man, I want that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I wanted it, but I wanted it. I thought
there was somebody
cool.
in our high school that his parents gave him their old one or something like that. He used to drive it all the time.
Yeah.
Mark Masick had one. Remember?
Dude, you've got a good memory for all those names. I'm not sure.
No. I'm really kind of rolling the dice on it, but I'm pretty sure it was Mark Masick. And yes, Corey Hall, there apparently are, I think rednecks come from Brazil because backwoods, middle of nowhere with a car show. Yeah, you're right. That does sound pretty redneck, but hey, dude, it's all in the attitude. That's all I got to say.
That's right.
But yeah, and I saw, and that was where you with the Schwimmer wagon, what is that called? That Volkswagen that goes in the water, the boat Volkswagen.
Oh, the Schwimmwagen.
Schwimmwagen. There you go.
Schwimmwagen.
Yeah, I was calling it a Schwimmer wagon, but
that's all right.
That was very cool. That was very cool.
Yeah, that was amazing
because that was like really the first one of its kind, and the design to make that thing work. I mean, literally, bugs are airtight as it is, so you can put them in the water, get through, but or they'll float, I guess I should say, in theory.
Right.
But yeah, to see the Schwimm wagon, that was that's huge. Those are so rare and few and far between.
Oh, I mean, and they're just, I mean, those things are worth so much money these days, and I was just shocked to see that thing driving through the middle of that little,
little
park. Yeah.
Yeah. He has this video, and all of a sudden you just see this car going right through the middle of the, right through the middle of the pond, and then getting ready to come out. And you're just like, okay, that's not something you see every day.
The funny thing is that the park itself, there was like this little section of the park that actually had a whole bunch of capybaras, those little giant rodent type things.
Oh, they're
laying
huge.
on there.
They're not little, they're big.
Yeah, they're they're as long as my arm in some cases, and they're just sitting there watching this Schwimmwagen go, and I'm like, if I could just get like the coolest picture of all this happening at once, I should have tried to. Anyway, it was hilarious.
Surprised they didn't just try and get in. Like, hey,
right?
Man, cool,
dude.
Yeah, that would have been funny. If they were swimming over to, like, what is this thing? But
Mom. Okay, so yes, so you did the big trip to Brazil, which I got to see a lot of your pictures, which just absolutely amazing. So, and then you came back and you were like back at it, out delivering buses, which I think is great. You actually, for the most part, will hand deliver what you get redone and do a great job at it. I mean, man, I wish I had some of the, I didn't even think about that. I should have put some of the pictures of what you've done out there so we could pull them up.
Oh yeah.
So let's put it this way. One more time. I always screw up the name of your page. So tell me what is
that's fine. It's a USA Combi Connection.
USA Combi Connection, Combi with a K, and it's on Facebook. Now, if you know anybody looking for a bus, a Volkswagen, Toyotas, the old Toyotas, things like that, or the buses, now the bus trucks. What were those? What's the
They call those double cabs.
Yeah, the double cabs.
That's right.
But isn't it like a J something or?
I'm not sure what you mean.
T2 is that the body style?
Yeah. So the later model bay window buses and stuff like that, they were called T2s.
Oh, okay. All right. So that just covers that whole genre. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Again, Brien knows pretty much everything about everything, and especially when it comes to Volkswagens. I've asked Brien like the simplest question, like, well, not the simplest, but like just a very like, what is the type of screw that you use? Oh yeah, that's you need this and and okay.
Yeah.
So Brien just has this wealth of knowledge. I'm pretty sure he's kind of like Rain Man in some sort of way, but with everything, not just numbers. It's everything. And I just love you for it. I just love the fact that I can talk to you about pretty much anything, and you go, oh yeah, again, it's like you just have the internet running through your brain constantly, and you just have this
what's that
accessibility
police
to it.
song? Too much information running through my brain. Too much information.
Right. Yeah.
That's me.
Yep, there you go. And so anyway, yeah. So if you know anybody who's looking for any of this kind of stuff, Brien finds them, restores them, and brings them to you. So or we'll arrange to have it brought to you.
Right.
So which it just is awesome. And I think it's just absolutely amazing. And I just, God bless you, because you have been able to make it through the hell of the pandemic with this, and turned it into a very successful business. And I'm just so super stoked for you, my man.
Yeah, it's fun. Not always the easiest days to be had, but I
Sure.
Yeah, no,
especially right now. I mean, because obviously I work with shipping a lot, and so shipping is unbelievably crazy.
Yeah.
So it's honestly astounding how bad it really is, and I feel bad for people who have to use shipping to get food, because it's not good right now. That's for sure.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Well, being in the trucking business, I totally understand all of that. So yeah.
That's true. You're seeing it way firsthand.
Yeah. I've done pretty much every aspect of shipping, and yeah. This is the other reason I don't have any hair, and I look like I'm about 90. So Brien, I know you know a lot about alot, and so I thought it'd be fun. We usually do little weird news stories, which again, for some reason this week there was just no weird news stories. So I didn't really have any weird news stories. So I thought I was just going to scroll through like Google News here and pull up stories, and we'll have little discussions. What do you think? Hey, let's do another shout out real quick while we're doing it, because we got a bunch of people that send us shout outs, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. So let's see. Where's it go? Oh, here's the money one right here.
Oh, here we go.
What's up, people? This is Demetrius Witherspoon, writer and creator of the Submerged Universe. I want to give a big shout out to the Random Christian Show on your 100th episode. Congrats, you guys. Keep on inspiring. Peace.
Yeah, Demetrius. That is awesome. Yeah, and like I said, I know we've got a whole bunch of people we've got to get to. And I feel so lost without Matt.
I know. Yeah, it is very weird not to have him here.
weird not to have him, typing. You got to hurry up. We're already an hour so long into the show. So let's see, what do we got? Well, I'm kind of scrolling through some of these stories. Let's bang out another shout out real quick while I'm picking up some of these stories, and then we'll get into one or two of these stories.
Okay, let's do this one.
Hey everybody, Becca George here, licensed mental health counselor and spiritual soul care coach. And I just have to give a huge shout out to the Random Christian Show. Congratulations on your 100th episode. How amazing, guys. I love that I got to be a part of your journey thus far. I loved it. I was on one of the episodes and just thought it was absolutely amazing. Would love to be another one, just throwing that out there. But so excited for you guys, so excited to see what your future holds. I know it's gonna be nothing but incredible things. So congratulations. If you guys are listening to this and you haven't heard my episode, go back and listen to it. Definitely worth it. I have no idea what number it is, so I can't give you a number of what episode it is, but I promise it's worth it to listen to all of them because every single one of the episodes that they do is incredible. So congrats, guys, on your 100th episode. Can't wait to see what the future holds for you all.
Hey, whoa, every episode, Becca, every episode. I think we have to revert back to Corey Hall and his backwoods middle of nowhere with a car show or podcast. Yeah. Hey, there's rednecks in podcasting. Okay. So, and it looks like Matthew is back. Matthew, welcome back to our 100th show.
No, and I've been listening on YouTube.
Oh,
so
well. There we go. So now we just lost 90% of our viewership on YouTube. Well done. Oh, sorry. I missed it.
I'll go back. I'll watch it on both.
There it is. All right. So, yeah, we were just about to get into a few little news stories because I know Brien loves talking about news stories and being in the news. And so I thought this one, was kind of timely and kind of stupid. So why not? Fits the show perfect. Amber Heard gets unfollowed by Aquaman's director. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, Amber Heard. Everybody heard Amber Heard. Yeah. The past few weeks have seen former married couple Johnny Depp and Amber Heard battle in a court defamation trial. Because she pooped on the bed.
That was a defecation trial, right?
Right.
Yeah, defecation. Well, I was close. Wait, thanks, Matt. Where were you on that one? All right. Let's see. Defamation trial that has gripped the world's media. Ahead of the court's final ruling, it appears that the court of public opinion has ruled in favor of Pirates of the Caribbean star Johnny Depp as opposed to Heard. What did they hear? To make matters seemingly worse for the actress, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom director. Wow, they don't really check for typos. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom director James Wan has unfollowed Amber Heard on social media. Well, that's the end of her career. Not that the whole pooping on Johnny Depp's bed and stuff like that really didn't put a nail in the coffin for that, but yeah, I'm thinking once James Wan doesn't follow you anymore on
hearsay.
I hate to disagree with you there, Christian, but I have a feeling that her actions that have come up in this trial open up a whole new array of possible films that she can star in now.
Oh yeah,
that's true. There's probably a lot on the internet. Maybe we should get her on the show.
She's probably not going to get paid a whole lot for these, but it's
that's
going
good
to
because
say,
we don't pay a whole lot.
Right. You know, it's like, hey,
don't pay anything.
What are we looking for in this movie? Well, we happen to know somebody who can do this. So
And
yeah, her career trajectory is probably just going to alter just a little bit. It's going to go slightly to the left. So
and back around and then down.
well, yeah.
Yeah, the graph chart doesn't just continue to go up; it reverses and then kind of does this zigzaggy all the way down.
Yeah.
So
But
I was just,
I find it funny that people unfollowing people is considered news and is a headline somewhere.
Yeah, that was the best part of it. That's why I thought that was. He was like, oh no, he's unfollowed her. Oh my gosh, that's the end. That's it. Wells Fargo is going to take a dump now.
Yeah, like well, but it's the last thing I want. The last thing I want to see is Andy unfollows ex-girlfriend on Facebook. It's like I don't need to know. Nobody needs to know this, right?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were still on talking terms.
Fun.
I'm just finding out this now.
Yeah,
my Lord.
But you know what? Like if I ever get in any sort of weird family lawsuit, I hope it never goes as public as this does, because like.
Well, we'll just put it on the show and we'll be assured nobody's going to see it. So.
Yeah, no, like I mean, how embarrassing does it have to be for both of these people to put their text messages, their videos, basically their whole and it's a part of their life that they're not proud of. And everybody has these parts of their lives that they are not proud of, and you have to go in a literal court of public opinion and air out all of this dirty laundry.
Oh, dude.
Talk about my worst nightmare.
Right? And
there you go. Right.
Because I could just see, well, of course I didn't really have a phone. Well, yeah, I guess I did have a phone. I just didn't do a lot of texting back when I was drinking, but I could just imagine some of the messages that I would have sent had I been a big texter.
Thank God there was no social media back when I was young and stupid, because man,
Brien, Brien, are we very glad that we didn't have phones back when we were?
Oh my gosh. I mean, can you imagine some of the things that would be out there on the,
Yes, we lived that, and I don't want it out there. No.
Yeah.
That would be bad. There would be some very, very incriminating things that I would not be proud of. Then I'd have to admit to my daughter right here, who brought us in some of her latest artwork, by the way. I don't know. Can you guys see that?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Now, is that the same daughter that did the awesome logo that you won't use?
Yeah, the one that's over there. Yeah. Yes, but because Andy made a very awesome logo. But
Andy, did he ever give you the artwork that his daughter did? See, I'm still
Why
going
did you have to get
I
close
love
to
that.
the mic on that one? Why did you have to get up here like that?
Because I want the whole world to know that I was not given that logo.
And it's funny. I was on that episode when that debuted, and I'm going to have to admit, I'm with Matt on this one. I think it rocks.
It's so good. Young lady, you did a great job, and your dad is just being mean.
Yeah, that's mean. That's mean. I'm with them.
Yeah. 4 against 1. Get Andy that logo.
Okay. We'll make hats. Yeah, there it is right there. She just took it off the wall. There it is. Is that the one you're referring to?
Man.
Oh,
Let's
my goodness.
go, man. Everyone out there in Chatty Land, should that not be the logo?
Should we update our logo to this?
Well, that's the Consolidated Skateboards.
But the
Don't Do It Foundation.
The drawing of you and the headphones.
Yeah, the drawing looks a lot like the characters in the video for Feel Good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, gorillas.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
it does.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Well,
I
it should
forgot.
at least be stickers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
I-
maybe
I-
we can work on that. I will.
okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Moneybags. I didn't know we had the funding for all the extra stickers and stuff. So, I'll see what I can do about that.
I'll send back a couple of my old ones
Okay.
and see if you can exchange them.
and then
Get a
by the way, if
refund or
anybody
something.
is interested, I do
interested.
have these. You have stickers. We have these stickers available.
But that's how good they are. She wants more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
speaking
know.
of
And
things.
yeah, she's.
Try to find the door.
But yeah, you have some. I mailed some.
No,
to you
I
before.
still have some of the old ones too.
Oh yeah, I still got a few of the old schools as well.
You want to see one of the magical things you can do with a sticker that every child has done?
Don't. Why are you wasting my?
Because it's magic.
Ooh.
Yeah,
can
that,
put
that
'em on
apple
your-
does not fall far from the tree, folks.
Yeah.
No, it does
Just
not.
saying.
No, it does not.
So thanks. Anyway,
I love
so
wasting things.
yes, education,
And she's a good American.
and yeah,
True.
that's taxpayers' money's going straight down the toilet. I love you.
I love you more.
Okay, thank you,
Did
Angel.
you just say okay? You're not even going to challenge me?
No,
Oh, wow.
I accept the
wow.
fact that you love me more. Yeah, put the sticker to
Wow,
good use now.
okay. Jeez.
You win.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
Lord.
Watching family drama unfold on the Random Christian Show, everybody.
We do not need the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Right.
We've got
What's
our
going
own
to
right
happen
here.
in
I'm
20
suing
minutes?
you
Stay
for
tuned to
hearsay.
find out.
Hearsay. Hearsay.
By the way, you see
And-
Patsy Ann said hello, so say
yeah,
hi.
I did. I waved
Oh.
aggressively.
Okay.
And
got
if people want to donate for her therapy
You should
later
donate
in
for
life,
me.
we're taking
Yeah,
money
right.
now.
Or mine, one or the other. Yes, that
I'm
would be
already
great. Go to
traumatized.
therandomchristianshow.com and there's all
He
sorts
doesn't
of
give me
ways.
coffee.
You can see why I wouldn't give her coffee. So also, and I wanted to note here because Trish Black made an excellent comment. I started to say something in reference to the Amber Heard when you mentioned the candy bar that was found, but I thought maybe I shouldn't. So good point, Trish. Very well done.
Trish seems to have our sense of humor then.
It was
Oh
the
yes,
baby Ruth.
Trish seems to yeah.
It's no big deal.
It ain't a problem.
Oh man.
Still good.
You know, Bill Murray's got a whole line of golf wear
Oh yeah.
and some great stuff.
Did you see his putt on the 18th hole at the last Pebble Beach?
Yeah, where he like did it behind his back.
No look
No.
behind his back.
Yeah.
Boom, nailed it from what
Oh,
4
man.
feet or something like that.
Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Coming from nowhere.
Anyway,
About to win.
So
chase the
awesome.
putter at the World Grandmaster Championship.
Yeah,
It's in the
gotta get
hole.
that going for me.
It's in the hole.
No,
It's in the hole.
cannonball. You got a pool in a pond.
Oh,
Pond would
my
be good for
Lord.
me.
Random
Yeah.
thoughts.
Okay, there goes $1. Yes. All right. Well, thank you, dear.
You're
Ladies and
very
gentlemen, my lovely daughter.
welcome. My lovely presence exists.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Time for another shout out.
Go back. Yeah, let's do another shout out real quick. We
Shout
got a
out
bunch of
me.
those to get done.
Give it
Okay.
a shout out from a frog.
All right.
Yes.
So,
And hey, we'll announce that
Yeah.
this one's sponsored by Kicking Horse Coffee. Mm.
so this next guest sent in a bunch of different ones, and I just decided to run them all because they're all really good.
Yes, I
So,
know who it is.
So here we go.
Congratulations, Christian, on the 100th episode of the Random Christian Show. And thank you again for becoming a sponsor of my race team. Vroom vroom. Congratulations and happy 100th episode, Christian, on the Christian Show. Great job, 100 episodes. Hey, Christian, Congratulations on the 100 episodes of the Random Christian Show. That deserves 100 paddlings. See you soon. Congratulations, Christian, on 100 episodes of the Random Christian Show. That's a big milestone, buddy. Can't wait to see the next 100. Hey, Christian, congratulations on your 100 episodes of the Random Christian Show. And for those 100 episodes, you deserve 1 paddling per episode. What's your home address? Hi there, and congratulations on your 100th episode for the show, The Random Christian, starring Christian. That's you. Happy anniversary. Looking forward to the next 100 episodes. Congratulations.
So good.
That was
Travis
too good.
Dunn.
Travis Dunn.
Everybody.
Have you noticed how much weight he's lost?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
from he's done the show, I think he's dropped another 20 pounds. He's looking awesome. Travis Dunn, actor extraordinaire, on NCIS, New Orleans? And there was another one. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he's also he's got his racing car they're putting together. And he said if I can get to a track, he is going to put me in the passenger seat and take me around for a test lap.
Nice.
Yeah, he's serious.
Right.
He's like, get down to one of my races. I'll take you around.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I sent him a bunch of stickers. I got to get him a hat too. He said he'll wear it in the pits. So,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Get him some gear.
yeah. Well, once we get that sponsorship, and by the way, have I mentioned that we are on a Roku channel? Yes, we are. It's called Associates Productions, and it's on Roku. You can check them out. Go ahead. The official premiere is the 20th, but we've already got 6 episodes up on there as it is. So we were the first, and we're number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1 on a list of 1.
Of 1. Well, no, actually, he's got a whole bunch more people jumping on now, but we were just the first ones that he went with. So
okay, all right. Well,
I guess technically number 2 because
what's that in 3 days? It's premiering.
Yes, right. Yeah, today's the 17th. So on the 20th, the channel premieres.
Yeah,
and that's what he's doing right now. James Humphrey, the guy who's running the channel, is downloading all this stuff right now and just losing his mind. Great guy. Actually, he came out and interviewed me and put that interview on the show as well. So it'll be interesting. It'll be a lot of fun. So anyway, you can check that out. So
has Brien ever done Random Questions of Insanity?
No. Brien hasn't done Random Questions of Insanity.
Oh.
Which we should do.
Yeah. Should I run another shout out while we get those ready?
Well, sure. Let's do that. Please. I'm so well prepared.
Here we go. Hey.
Hi, this is Kristen Stovall, author of the Song of Souls trilogy and the Fae Touched Chronicles, and I just want to wish Christian and everyone at the Random Christian Show a happy 100th episode.
Hey-o, Kristen.
Hey-o.
Yeah, she just actually released her latest book about a month ago. And
That's right.
Doing real well. She went and did a couple of shows and book signings and whatnot. So yeah, very good. And thank you so much, Miss Kristen. All right, so I found one that's very tied to Brien here. Found a story about a father who bought Bugattis for each of his 6 kids. Brien. I know you got a couple that haven't driven yet, so So does each kid get their own Volkswagen or?
No.
As soon as
No,
they
they do
can afford
not.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'm hoarding all of them. I have 9 at my house right now. Pretty bad. It's bad. It's a bad disease.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure the neighbors are just like, what in the hell is going on over at this house?
Yeah, they're not really all that happy about it.
Especially 3:00 in the morning. You've got, all sorts of news channels going on while you're working on cars and
Firing up one without a muffler.
Oh, that's because they're so quiet.
I would just put a big sign on the back of one of them that says casting call for Dazed and Confused 2 coming soon. And then that should just shut everybody up.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
that's
and get
awesome.
this. Get this. And for good measure, he bought 2 for himself. An anonymous father of 6. An anonymous father, yes, because he wants to let everybody know who he is. Anonymous father of 6 visited Bugatti's headquarters in France recently, taking delivery of 8 cars. That's right. The man got 2 for himself, or maybe 1 for the wife, and a car for each of his children. Even Jay Leno would admit that's insane. And let's see. Apparently, the unnamed customer not only bought a Bugatti for each kid, they all accompanied him on the trip to Molsheim. I guess I'm saying that right. France, to take delivery. That sounds like a pretty swanky trip to us. And I'm looking at these Bugattis. Good Lord Almighty. I don't know.
Wow. I would like an old Bugatti.
Yeah. Actually, they, I don't know if you can see. They've got a picture of some of the old ones right there.
Yeah.
But he got new ones, right?
Oh, yeah. He got
one of those old Bugattis would be so sick. A new one wouldn't be bad. If my dad bought one, I wouldn't say no.
Wouldn't kick it out of the garage.
Right.
No, Dad.
You wouldn't kick it out of the garage for dripping oil on your sheets?
Nope. Not at all.
That's what Volkswagens are for.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the truth.
That's how you know you've always got good oil in a Volkswagen, is because it's constantly being filtered.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
I'm sorry, there was a little Simpsons thing. Sorry, shiny things got passed in front of me. Hey, Brien, have you ever played Random Questions of Insanity?
I have not.
Oh.
Am I in for a treat?
Maybe.
Well, yeah, you would have been if my soundboard hadn't slipped and the volume.
Do I need to run another?
That might not be such a bad. I mean, don't we have like?
We have 4 left.
We have 4 left. Oh well, let's run one more and then we'll do Random Questions of Insanity.
Okay.
Hey, Christian, Mark Cashman. I heard you're getting ready to do your 100th episode. Congratulations. Hope you have 100 more.
There it is right there. Mark Cashman with the author of VO Tips, Tricks, and Tools and Techniques to Start and Sustain Your Voiceover Career. Great guy. He also does a lot of classes and webinars. So if you are in the voiceover business or wanted to, that's the man to talk to. Trust me. He's the one that made me took the, what do you call it? The condom off my my microphone. And
thank God you finished that sentence.
Yeah. things got a little awkward there.
Because man, really.
Yeah, I know.
Is Mark Cashman teaching Christian about condoms? Why?
Well, we do what we can.
It's hard to direct a show being on air.
Yeah,
isn't it? It makes it awkward. And so yeah.
Wrap it up. Come on.
No, you have to send the meme on the chat. You can't just.
That's not as much fun.
Right. Yeah.
Fine. All right. So, Brien.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Random Questions of Insanity. Yeah, there's a little more to it than that, but
We might need we might need a sounder for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, random questions in space or something like that.
Right.
Well, yeah, so we have a couple staples that we do, and then the rest are just random as always. So I will start it off with, and this will be relative to you, because what is your favorite James Bond movie?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to say Live and Let Die.
Yes, there's no wrong answer, by the way, but yes. So now the next thing is there's a sub question to this. Sorry, smart ass over here next to you. It just signed off. Matt was sending little quirky, snarky.
Oh yeah.
But okay. So who is your favorite James Bond?
Probably Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Okay, yeah. See, I'm lean more towards Sean Connery or Roger Moore, but that was our time. That was who we grew up on.
Exactly. That's the reason why we like them as opposed to some of the other guys. Daniel Craig has done a formidable job. I agree, but he's still not Mr. Suave, true 007.
Well, actually, Daniel Craig is very closer to the actual character that oh my gosh, Ian
Fleming.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Was actually wrote. So we had Steve Rubens. He's a historian on the James Bond movies and all that. We had him on the show, and he said, no, this is actually the Daniel Craig character is actually more like what the actual James Bond is supposed to be like. So
interesting.
Yeah, we got the glitzy, fun, sexy kind of guy, when it should be the guy that turns around, punches you square in the face, and then takes your girlfriend. So there you go. All right. So Andy.
Yes. So
present. Yes. What?
Yes.
I'm here.
Bueller.
If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
This is fairly serious, right?
No.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I would say trust in God.
Okay.
I don't know. That's like 10 seconds, but
that's okay. We'll take it.
No, that is probably the best answer ever. Trust in God, and it will all be revealed. That's for sure.
Right. Well, trust in God and accept Jesus Christ. How's that?
Boom. Okay. Well, they're kind of one and the same, but yeah. All right. What is your favorite lunch sandwich, bread to bread, and how do you make it?
Oh man. This is really sad because I don't remember the Togo's number for it, but it was and is definitely, French bread with the barbecued beef.
Oh, okay.
Is that a 55 or something from that?
I was going to say.
I think it was a 55. And it's funny you say this because the Togo's number 7, the Italian sausage sandwich, back when they had it, was one of the best things on this earth.
Oh my God. Okay, but what about the number 9? Hot number 9. The hot pastrami?
I don't know,
Yeah.
Dude, really, there's not a bad Togo sandwich, period. I'm sorry.
There is a bad Togo sandwich, and the only bad Togo sandwich is the one that has anything to do with mayo or mustard on it.
Well, that's one man's opinion. So
I agree. It is my opinion, but
But no,
but it's the
my
right one.
favorite was the hot pastrami with number 9 on the sourdough, and oh yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah, anything with sourdough is also definitely a top notch. I love sourdough bread.
Yeah. Oh no, we've had serious debates about the whole sourdough bread thing. And speaking of which, just so you know, Brian, Andy is also from the Bay Area.
Oh, cool.
But he lives up in Oregon now, but he's also an original Bay Area native. And so yeah, it was just really weird. It was a few months after you were gone, we ended up picking up Andy, and we were just like, dude, we think you need to join the show. So it was just really, it was just God kind of directing us around here and said, okay, now here you go.
Would you say it was random?
Maybe it was. Maybe I had it all planned along.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Quite the hack you got there, buddy.
Hey, you know what I got over here? Zip it. Okay.
Zip it.
All right. Let's before we do another
This
random
is
question,
what you're doing.
We'll do another shout out here.
Let's do another shout out real quick.
Okay. 3 to pick from. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and go.
Number 2.
Well, hello, Random Christian. Is that how it goes? Did I do that right? Hey, man, I just want to say how proud I am of you for 100 episodes. That is so cool, and I am just blessed that I could say that I've been part of exactly 1.5% of those shows. So, Christian, seriously, man, thank you for all you've done for me, the encouragement you've given me, and I can't wait to see what you're going to accomplish in the next 100 shows. Go get it, man.
Neil breaks it down into the percentages and the actual number of how long he was on the show. I'm surprised he didn't give me a total time frame out of your total. And I was like, okay, dude. But dude, I'm just so stoked. Neil, author of the book Unmasked, and now the host of his own podcast called Unmasked, and does a great job. Just had a show with his wife on there. We're going to actually have them back on here soon.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, now we've got the studio expanded and everything, going to get, he's trying to coordinate a time with him at this point, him and selling his books and doing all speaking engagements and whatnot in his shows. So, all right, now, Brian, I have a good one for you because this kind of goes back to our high school days, running down to 7-Eleven. What's better, ding dongs, ho-hos, Twinkies, or fruit pies?
Ho-hos.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right. So do you put them in the fridge before you eat them?
That's definitely a good way to do it. But, a lot of times if I do have them, it's very rare that I'm near a refrigerator. So I take them as I can get them.
Yeah.
And I try my best to, they're, man.
Yeah. These days, ho-hos isn't a premeditated purchase. Like you don't go to the store for ho-hos and they're never on any list. But if you see them, you get them. And then if they last the car ride home, won. Then you won. And then you can figure out if you want to put them in and refrigerate them or not. But if they don't last that long, you've still won, right? Because you just ate a whole box of ho-hos.
Yeah. So, and everybody remembers, how were ho-hos originally and properly wrapped?
In foil.
In foil.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think over the past couple of years, I think I've actually seen or had some that were not wrapped in foil for some reason.
Oh yeah. No, they're all plastic wrap now.
Right. And it changes. It's a different product.
Yeah. It changes the flavor. I mean, there's just something about that aluminum that just,
oh yeah.
It just adds to the flavor and the quality.
Yeah.
It seals. Yeah, there is something about it. But yeah, my favorite thing is to bring them home, throw them in the either freezer or the fridge, let them sit for quite some time, and then take them out with a big glass of milk. And I nibble the chocolate off. And okay, and I've said that way too many times, so I'll just let that go. Andy, give him another question.
Okay, so you have you're ordering pizza. You have full control over what's on this pizza. What do you order?
Dude, I am actually one of those guys, and it is spicy bacon and pineapple.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Spicy
I
bacon.
know. That living down in Brazil, eating tropical food all the time, just
sure.
It's in my soul at this point.
I got you.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what is the bacon spiced with? What this is?
It's
Like
usually
pepper?
just
Pepper
like
bacon?
just a red
Yeah.
pepper typically.
Oh, it's just okay,
So-
like a pepper.
So
bacon.
you know who makes that one and where I learned about that one. That's an option at Round Table and Mountain Mike
okay.
Pizza.
Oh,
Mountain
right.
Mike used to work there.
Yep.
Downtown
Oh,
Los Gatos. Great pizza, Mountain Mike's.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
So they're in downtown Los Gatos or around the Bay Area. But all right. So if you could ride a unicycle, how would it change your life, and how would you feel superior to others on it?
The smug unicycle rider.
Yes. See, Brien gets the question. You're like the first person who actually gets this question. That's it. Show's over.
I don't know if it would really change my life, but somewhere in my archives, I have a picture of a guy on a unicycle in, I think it's Salt Lake City, Utah, in a snowstorm on a fat tire unicycle with an umbrella.
Oh my
And he's
Lord.
just riding to work on a unicycle. And I'm like, that dude right there is king. There's just nobody cooler ever. And I thought, that's the guy I want to be at some point, because how cool is that?
See, so you would feel that you were better than other people if you could ride a unicycle.
Oh yeah, I mean you are better than other people if you can ride one. But there's like a whole genre of people who ride unicycles on mountain bike trails. That's like a big,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I actually know a guy who started doing that a long time ago. Well, and remember Neil Sunblatt?
Yep.
He used to do that too. He's actually a pastor now. Did you know that?
You're kidding. No, that's wild.
Nope, found Christ several years ago. I had a brief conversation with him. But anyway, we'll bring that through another time. And if Neil, if you ever watch the show, what's up, dude? Okay, so if you could be anyone for 5 minutes, who do you choose?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'm gonna just I'm gonna say, and now my brain, Lance, whatever, the guy that first rode in Portugal, the big gigantic
Lance
wave.
Baird?
Lance, yes.
Baird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, big wave. Oh, dude. That's Baird Hamilton.
Laird Hamilton. There you go, Laird.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Laird. We're all over the place on that one, but we nailed it. Nailed it. Yeah, that's right. There. Boom. So yes. Yeah, dude, he's insane. This is a guy, and I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. This guy, he's one of the first and premier big wave riders who just kept taking it to a whole different level. He will hold weights and walk around underwater in a pool to build up his lung capacity. This is what he does.
Oh.
He also goes and he puts oven mitts on, mind you, okay, and goes in to a sauna and does one of those exercise bikes where you move your arms and pedal and stuff that. He does that for an hour or so, and he has to have the mittens on because the metal gets so hot it starts burning his hands. But yeah, he'll do that for an hour. It's amazing.
Yeah,
yeah.
And what I would do is I would go and ride Nazare one time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you were him, yeah, you're like, day in the park, whatever. But yeah, Navarre is it's in Portugal. It is probably one of the biggest waves ever to be surfed. I think the biggest one was 115 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something along those lines. I mean, it's definitely the first wave over 100. Now, when I was on my way down to Brazil, they had HBO episodes on the thing, and I got to watch. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was him. I'm pretty sure it was his little, I don't know, it's like an 8-thing show. I don't have an HBO subscription, but I want to watch it because it's so cool.
Yeah. No, I've heard about that. Yeah, it's supposed to be a great documentary. There's also a documentary out there about Tony Hawk. That's supposed to be awesome. Almost makes me want to get the HBO Max just so I can watch a few of those episodes and then canceled.
Just do the free trial.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I forget, and then next thing you know, $1 million later. And my wife's going, what the hell happened?
That's
all right. Hey, let's do one more shout out, right? Or how many?
We have 2 left.
Let's knock out our last. Oh, okay.
Well, we can do two in a row if you want.
Let's knock out those last 2. And
then, you got to get them all on there, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I don't want to miss anybody.
Great day, beautiful people. It's your girl, Movita Johnson-Harrell, motivational speaker, best-selling author, and empowerment coach. And I just wanted to jump on. I am heading back out on tour and looking forward to the cities that we're going to visit, including Houston and Atlanta and North Carolina. But wanted to take a moment to shout out the Random Christian Show. Congratulations on your 100th episode. I have been honored to be a guest on the show, and I look forward to being a guest on the show again. Hopefully my next book will be out on September 20th, Phoenix Ascending, My Public Lynching. So I just wanted to jump on real quick and congratulate Christian on your 100th episode. Keep doing what you're doing. Peace.
Hey, Movita, thank you.
Yeah, and the last one.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I know who this is.
Save the best for last here.
Yes.
What up? It's Kelby Dean, official Derby driver for Christian Random. Just want to shout out, say happy 100th episode. That's awesome. Keep her going.
Hey-o, KDR, our Derby car smash 'em up driver. He's actually just got done with a race not too long ago. Now he's going to chill out for a while and probably not do anything till I think maybe July. I'm not sure. He's debating on what he's going to do here. But yeah, great kid, great. He's a lot of fun. And Movita, yes, we are going to get Movita back on when she gets her book published. What about wasn't there Pastor Kurt?
I did not get that one.
Okay.
All of the videos that I got played.
Shoot. Okay, because Pastor Kurt was the first ones, and his was awesome. All right. Well, maybe I'll find it on here, and I'll just kind of hold it up, maybe. Let's see. Hey, Brien, what's the most ridiculous fact you know?
The most ridiculous fact I know?
Yes.
Okay, this is kind of a weird music one, but you know that song by, oh gosh, now I can't think of the band. There's an 80s band, but the girl sings, don't put another dime in the jukebox. I don't want to hear that song no more.
Oh, yes.
So that song is a response to the mega overplayed song by Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll. So
that's funny.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, yeah. It's they were sick of hearing it at the time that it was like super mega popular, and they made the song as a sort of a slap in the face of whatever of the song being overplayed.
Well, that is an interesting fact that I've never known, and it's rather ridiculous. So well done, well played, man. Knocked that one out of the park, didn't you? All right. Well, I should have known better. All right, Andy, you got one more?
Yeah, hang tight here. You got to give me a minute. Stretch.
Okay. Hey, this is a good one for you and me. Well, who wins in a fight, Kirk or Picard?
Kirk.
Yeah. Duh. Yeah. Because Picard would just try and reason his way out of it,
Yeah, Picard would be the guy that would negotiate his way out of a fight.
Yeah. See, and I wonder if Picard actually won the Kobayashi Maru like Kirk did. I don't think he did. I think he failed it because most people.
No, he was straight down the line kind of guy.
Yeah. No, he's not like Kirk. Kirk wins no matter what. He does not accept a losing situation.
Right.
And so since we're just on this kick right now, you have a chance to save the world. Iron Man or Batman? Who do you choose?
Iron Man.
This is why you were the best man at my wedding. Right there.
Was that the right answer?
Oh, yes, it was the right answer, for God's sakes. That was
Batman's more of an emotional wreck than Iron Man. Not that Iron Man isn't an odd duck, but
Well, I wouldn't say Tony Stark's the most emotionally stable person, but
I agree. I mean, I agree with you that they all have some quirky backstory issues, and
yeah, but that's what makes them human,
right? But I mean, but ultimately, Tony Stark's technology is way better than Batman's, other than shark spray.
Yes, the anti-shark spray that defeats the Joker's trained shark that happened to be out in the ocean. So
yeah, that was from the original TV series.
Yes. And well, now as far as theme music goes, Batman definitely has the cooler theme music.
Oh yeah, I agree. But Batman's definitely better theme music.
Because now there was actually, and I've had people debate me on this, there was an Iron Man cartoon that had its own theme song, but it was like, that's why you don't really hear much about it, because it didn't do all that well. All right, so let's see, what else have we got? Matt's being snarky again. Which famous celebrity would you want to punch in the face?
Wow. I mean, I guess in recent times, it would probably have to be, oh gosh, Will Smith.
Will Smith. No, that's an open hand slap. I meant punch in the face.
No, but that's the thing, though, is it because of what he did, he actually deserves to be punched because of, I mean, Chris Rock is so awesome, dude. That was just, I don't, I mean, it was a career killer for him. So I guess I'm not really mad. He basically slapped himself silly.
Right. Yeah. Literally silly out of a career.
Yeah. That was just dumb.
Yeah, that was probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But and then this will open up a whole can of worms and debate. But it just goes to show how controlled he is by his wife. And
it is sad because you definitely know that that a lot of whatever that came, if it was fully real, you know what I mean?
Right. And
I mean, I
see,
still have my
there's so much
reservations
debate
that it
about
wasn't
that.
just,
Yeah. Well, I honestly, I believe it was real. I just, because their whole relationship has been so weird. And I mean, just from what you've read in the press, and not that I'm a huge press hound or anything, especially on that kind of stuff, but from what little I saw, and then when after the whole thing, I did do a little research. I was like, oh wow, oh
yeah,
ew.
he definitely has been living the yes dear life more than you can imagine, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm whipped, but dude, he takes it to a whole new level. Man, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I mean, but you being whipped is by choice. His in a lot of ways is really out of a desperation to hold on to a relationship that just doesn't have an equal balance to it. You know what I mean? They're not she's not you can tell that she's not somebody who has a lot of positive input to add to the relationship. She just, to me, she seems like somebody who just takes.
Yeah, it's well, yeah, it is. And I get, she has the disease alopecia. I know I'm saying it wrong. Alopecia or alpaca, whatever, where you lose your hair and all that. Corey. Well, hey Corey, we just love having you check in and making sure we're still alive. But yeah, it's and I appreciate, her situation and all that, but dude, learn to take a joke. She's probably joked about it herself at times and whatnot. And
right.
Yes, whether it's a sensitive situation or not, I mean, you got to look at the guy like Brad Williams. He's a midget, is a super funny comedian. I'm actually talking with his agent, trying to see if we can work out something about getting him on the show. Well, he calls himself a midget, but dwarf, whatever, Matt. And Matt, actually, yeah, you're back. Sorry about that, buddy. I didn't see join in there. Yeah, he makes fun about himself. I mean, he talks about himself in real life, and it's great. And he talks about how his dad treated. His dad taught him basically, you're not going to get any advantages. So, like when his dad would get mad at him, his dad would literally put him up on a counter. And he'd be like, yeah, 3-foot kid, and 4-foot counters. You're going to have to jump or something, and he'd just leave him up there and walk away. And, it was a life lesson. He's like, yeah, my dad was rough on me, but you know what? He knew the world was going to be rough on me. So I had to get tough real quick. It's like this
sounds like a Johnny Cash song.
I was going to say
Sue.
Yeah, it's like a Johnny Cash song, The Boy Named Sue. And it's great. And he used it. And he said he used to get mad at his dad, but then he realized that's what he was doing. And he was building him up. And so he used it to his advantage and started becoming a comedian and worked into it. And dude, he's got such a great outlook on life. And I follow him, and I saw him, he took his kid out sailing and was doing all sorts of different stuff. And he's just a great guy. So anyway, there's that. Sorry. Going back to the old ways of just ranting about nothing in particular. Welcome to Randomity, the bold process of knowing and discussing everything about nothing in particular. Boom. So, all right, Brien. Well, I think that or do we got one more, or what do we got?
Yeah, it's processing right now. It'll be uploaded in a minute.
Oh, I got you.
One more shout out.
We got one more shout out. Do we got another question for you? Good rant. Thanks, Corey. Corey's so supportive of this show. I love him. I am going to hug you when I meet you finally, Corey. I swear to God. Not in a weird way, but it's in the bro. Thanks, bro. You got a question for Brien real quick? I can throw one at him.
Well, here, what's the strangest thing in your refrigerator right now?
Oh
boy.
Quart of 30 weight.
Ding
it
dongs.
Works best when it's cold and the air cooled in. I honestly don't know because I'm rarely the one that puts things in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean that's like the ultimate in whatever you want to call it, sexism, right? Because I'm not the one that fills the fridge. But I would say there's probably some odd and random leftover. Yeah, just some leftovers that might make your stomach turn.
So I was going to say, they push to the back of the refrigerator for the longest time, so they're just
exactly.
Yeah, you're like, and nobody wants to touch it. You're like, yeah. No, I get that. What's the best type of cheese, Brien?
Ooh, I'm kind of partial to Gouda, but I like a lot of them.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard. And Gouda, smoked Gouda is delicious.
Yeah.
If you're a mad scientist, what scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue? Corey Hall, melted cheese. Yes. Yes, hot, gooey melted cheese is always delicious.
I'd probably something about like overnight instant weight loss so that you could, help people out while making billions.
Yep, I give you one night and you're down to your ideal weight, but it's gonna cost you.
But there's the problem of the that would be the music playing in the background.
Right.
Come back here,
and
you
Brien
rabbit.
just sitting here. Yes, now it's all mine. Yeah, sorry. All right. Well, I guess I think we need to be. Oh, good Lord, and we lost Matt. Good God, Matt.
That
right.
Poor guy, his internet just letting him down at crucial moments in life.
Right, yeah. I know. And Tim Melia, hello. Thank you for joining in, sir. All right, Brien. Well, listen. Okay, let's throw out the Facebook page one more time.
It is USA Combi, KOMBI, connection.com.
Right.
I mean, sorry, just USA Combi Connection. I have USACombiconnection.com, but it's just a placeholder and has my email. Somebody want to build me a web page?
Sure.
Actually, Brien, that's what Andy does.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. You guys need to talk.
Well, yeah, connect with me offline. I'm down for to try to figure out how to do it, what to do. So
you got it.
Yeah, you need to talk to Andy.
Yeah.
In fact, all these graphics and all these fantastic, beautiful displays that we have going on are all thanks to Mr. Andy. So again, thank you so much, Andrew. But yeah, Brien Hamrick, you've got the USA Combi Connection. And if you're looking for old Volkswagens, a bus, Bug, the Toyota Land Cruisers, you know what? If you're looking for an old, rare, collectible kind of car that, you've just been desiring, get a hold of this guy through that. And then hopefully his future website, that'll be coming out soon. But through the Facebook page, USA Combi Connection, and see what he's got going on, because, man, some of these buses that he gets, Well, Brien knows because every time he posts one, I'm like, can I? How much? Really? Can I make payments? Good. What if I sold my kidney for the bus? Would that work? And of course, he keeps shooting me down. This one's already sold, Chris. Sorry.
I know. Well, I mean, that's because I do this on a concierge style thing, so that I don't. Because my situation is that I've always been a little too broke to to buy these things on spec and just hope that I can sell them later, which I know I could. But the problem is having the money up front to cover all the restoration costs. So
yeah, so get with him. He'll give him your details, give him the deets, as the kids say, and
give
then
him the 411.
The 411. Now we're going back to the 90s.
Yeah, I know.
Is there even a 411 on the phones anymore?
I don't know. It's a good question.
There's a question of random insanity right there. So get a hold of Brien. He'll get you what you need, and he can get it restored for you as well. Or if you don't want it restored, you just want to work on it yourself, he'll be more than glad to set you up. So,
and
Brien,
I have lots of clients that love to do it that way.
Yeah, and he finds it. Trust me. I cannot say how amazing what he can pull off. What he does, it's great. And by the way, Brien, Matt says he has to go, but thank you so much for joining in on the show. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for taking time. I know you're running in circles 27, and because you need 4 hours of sleep. That's where you're downloading.
I know that's my problem is that I'm always running on about 6 hours of sleep, maybe.
Yeah, I know. But dude, just so glad we got to get you back on here and get you connected. And we miss you, brother. We really do. But I'm so glad and so proud of what you got going on, dude. And it's awesome. And we will definitely be getting together, our families and stuff like that, and hanging out together soon. All right, my man.
Yeah, man. You get out here to Colorado or otherwise.
Yep, and that's in the plans. We're trying to figure out how to make that happen. The hip injury kind of sidelined a lot of stuff all of a sudden. So, but I can walk, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah,
because the bedpan thing was getting old. So speaking of old, yeah, I know. There was that joke right there. That's old. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brien Hammer. And Brien, thank you so much for joining. I had the wrong volume. I apologize. So, Brien, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you for joining us on our 100th episode. Thank you for being there in the part at the beginning of it. And we'll bring it back soon. All right, my man?
Sounds good to me. I always enjoy it.
All right, brother. Peace out. Take care. Love you, bro.
Take care, Brien.
All right. So, God, seriously, I could sit and talk to Brien for like so many hours. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
And I know everybody knows that. They're like, yeah, we remember the old shows, Chris.
One final shout out here.
We got one final shout out. Let's see it.
Hello and greetings from the guy that's always blowing up the chat on Tuesdays.
I screwed it up. I edited it too fast. That's my bad.
Oh, no.
My bad.
That was perfect because that was our first guest that we ever had on the show, Pastor Kirk Vinery, and he is, well, as you can see, he's like a Greek god. He's just fit and buff, most amazing, loving, friendliest guy ever. And he was doing these curls. He sent me that, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is perfect." Kurt is just. Did you get it?
Maybe I can get the just the video without the front and the back.
Yeah, just throw that up. Because it's great what he put together. He's like, "Is that okay?" I'm like, "Oh my god, it's perfect."
Where did it download?
Oh, Corey, yeah. You wish those arms are like your legs. I promise you. They're
okay.
He's just buff, man.
Boofman. All right,
Yeah.
let's see if this works.
Let's see if it works. We'll do it live.
Right here, we're bringing it down.
We'll do it live. Do it live.
Upload it here. Looks like it's uploading. Give it a minute.
Give it a minute. And so, hey,
all right, here we go. Here we go. Ready, set, go.
98, 99, 100. 100 curls for 100 episodes. My buddy Christian and the Random Christian Show. Shout out, brother. Keep those episodes pumping.
That's good. That was good. Love it,
dude. And I mean, yeah, I know he's acting like that was a lot of weight for him,
but yeah, no, it wasn't. No,
it wasn't a lot of weight.
No, it was not.
No, he basically could go out and take a Boeing and be like,
oh yeah.
But
sure.
yeah, and he was our first guest. We were just talking about trying to keep fit during the pandemic. Great guy. We're actually going to get him back on with his wife. They actually do couples counseling.
Cool.
So yeah, and like I said, I wanted to talk to him about his fitness. He has a gym here in Kansas City called Laz Fit, LAZFIT. It's a great personal gym. Does a lot of training and stuff like that. So if anybody's interested in the Kansas City area, make sure you check him out. Laz Fit, LAZFIT. And is also a pastor at the Rock of KC up in the north end of Kansas City, my church. Does a great job. Just always delivers a great message and is so impassioned. So that was our last one, correct?
Yes.
And we made it. 100 episodes, and we broke the record. We went over 2 hours. That's why Matt left, because he was going to pull his hair out. All right, and and the fact that his internet sucks. So all right, so that's it. And let's see, what do we got going on? Where are we at?
We have Jamie Mcpeak next week.
Jamie Mcpeak, that's right. Oh, let's hold on. Let me what happened? Now we got too many things going at once.
I don't know.
I really gotta figure out how to work my soundboard better. There it is. The Dead Campers are going to be singing us out with where is she? And I gotta find the graphics. I really need a board op. That's what I need.
There you go. I got it.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
I had it.
Yeah, you had it. There she is, right there, Miss Jamie Mcpeak, actress, model. Where'd my sheet go? Actress, model, dancer, singer, actress for film and stage, and she also what was it called? There's
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. There.
Yeah, depression and mental illness awareness.
Yes, is a site that she's working with and does a great job. So she's got a great message. Very entertaining, very fun lady. She will be on next week. 2 Pacific, 3 Mountain, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. There, boom! I nailed all the time zones except for anything beyond the domestic U.S.
Right.
So anyway, kids, thank you so much. Without you all, we wouldn't have made it to 100 episodes. So thank you so much. Very glad to have you along for the ride. Make sure to keep spreading the word. Like, follow, subscribe, therandomchristianshow.com. Go there, check out any episodes. Also, if you're on Roku, the Associates Productions channel is now carrying our show. You can watch us there. And not live like you can here. And make sure you join in the chat when you're watching us. All right. Otherwise, go to Good Pods. Listen to us anytime you want, or any of the other podcast platforms. In the meantime, Andy's going to go do a Rum and Regrets podcast, and that'll be dropping this Friday, I'm assuming, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
All right. And we will be back next Tuesday. In the meantime, from Matthew, from Andy, from our guest Brien, thank you all so very much. We love you all. Be good to each other. All right. Yes.
I can't.
You doing that right?
Is that doesn't look like a heart.
Yeah. But hey, the effort's there, and that's the best part of it. And speaking of efforts, make sure we give him praise above, because without God, nothing's possible. But with him, everything is. All right, kids, we will talk to you next week. Peace out. Have a great, great week.